Fellas, I'm ready to get up and do my thing.
Go ahead.
I want to get into it, man, you know.
Go ahead.
Like a sex machine, man.
Go ahead.
Moving, doing it, you know.
Go ahead.
Can I count it on?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4. Get up.
Get on up.
Get up.
Get on up.
Stay on the scene.
Get on up.
Like a sex machine.
Get on up.
Get up.
Get on up.
Get up.
Get on up.
Stay on the scene.
Get on up.
Like a sex machine.
Get on up.
Wait a minute. Shake your arm. Then use your charm. Stay on the scene. Like a sex machine. You've got to have the feeling. Short your bone. Get it together. Right on, right on. Get up.
Get on up.
Get up.
Get on up.
Get up.
Get on up.
Stay on the scene.
Get on up.
Like a sex machine.
Get on up.
Under 17 not admitted without parents or guardian. Under 17 not admitted without parents or guardian. Under 17 not admitted without parents or guardian.
Out there is a mindless, merciless creature of destruction. She will find you. Prophecy, the monster movie. Rated PG.
See Prophecy, now showing at a
She
theater
will
near
find you even on the Drive-In Asylum double feature. Welcome, fans of fantastic films, and we hope you're ready to watch two astonishing monster movies with us tonight. Bill Van Ryn and Sam Panico.
Hey everybody, man, we're closing out the 70s and starting the 80s tonight with these two films, and man, I couldn't be happier. I think this is a great double feature. I'm super excited to share with you tonight, and the first movie scared the actual shit out of me as a kid. I mean, as you watch it now as an adult, you're like, it's really not that scary. Imagine if you were 7 and you lived near the woods and watched this movie. You would probably be a lot more frightened.
Okay, are you saying you pooped your pants? I mean, are you going there?
I didn't poop my pants. I could not sleep though. It was one of those things where I was for sure that that Katadine was outside the woods or one of its offspring, waiting for me. You have to say Kathadine's name like Kathleen Turner says her name now. Kathleen Turner. That's what it sounds like.
Katadine? Is that how you say it?
However I say it's wrong, so I think let's just understand that going into it, right?
If you say it the right way, that's not wrong. So, you know, it is possible to say it. I just don't know how to pronounce it correctly.
Perhaps that'll be something we learn tonight as we're going to learn about the environment. We're going to learn about Native American issues. We're going to learn about pollution. We're going to learn about John Frankenheimer, the director. A lot of stuff. We're going to learn about ourselves. We're going to learn about the end of the 70s. This is the year that Pittsburgh was on top of the world and on bottom of the world at the same time as the mills closed, but also the Steelers and the Pirates both won. 1979 is a big year.
Can we say, oh, I keep putting up the wrong placard. It is not the late movie. It's the double feature. Drive-In Asylum double feature. There we go. This is better.
Yes.
And remember to like and share. Nora was the first to get there. Thank
Yeah.
you, Nora.
Is this
But
movie the
thanks for
reason why
joining
I
us.
adopted Cubby to be my prophecy bear? Perhaps. Big
Um,
big news in the world of Cubby. He's got a crib now.
oh,
Yeah,
really?
he doesn't use it though. The cats are using it instead of him. But that's my catadine. Cubby. Cubbadine.
A crib is basically a cage for a baby.
Yeah.
So is this a cage he can't escape, or what is this?
He
crib?
has escaped it several times. Becca was at Ollie's and saw it, and her motherly instinct kicked in, and she said, "My son needs a crib." And the first time we went, she didn't buy it, and she's like, "That's ridiculous. Why would I get that?" And then the next time she went shopping, of course, I came upstairs and she was building a crib. So that's what's going on in the Panico house this week. A lot of crib building and fireworks. That's what this week was.
Oh, don't even get me started on the fireworks. Poor
How did
Vivi.
Vivi
She
do?
was shaking like a leaf.
Aw. Aw.
I bet things were more dramatic at your house, though.
I mean, it's like apocalypse now here. Like the horror, the horror. It is so many fireworks, and of course, my brother and I were shooting them at each other. Maybe I burned my glasses. You can't really tell. There's a little bubble in my glasses now because I got shot in the eye with one. You know.
Oh, that doesn't sound like something you would do.
No, exactly. Would I jump through the fireworks and act like Goldberg and yeah, my mom gave me like a 20-minute speech before the fireworks went off, not to stand in the fireworks. You know.
Aha.
Yeah, I didn't listen. I went, and then the first thing I did, then I took my glasses off and I was like, oh, there's bubbles all over them. So, what's a couple migraines between friends? Anyway,
Sometimes
prophecy.
mother does know best.
She does, but I don't. I'm 51 and act like a child. I understand this. You can inverse my year, so I'm really like 15. Not.
At 51, you are a child. Wait till you get 53.
Oh yeah,
That's
am I
when
gonna
all
make
the
a big
growing
leap?
up happens.
The big leap forward happens, and those adulthood will happen in those 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Two fantastic films tonight, the first of which is Prophecy, and we've already got some people claiming in the chat, remembering rather the times that they saw it, including a double feature with Friday the 13th. We may see that in the ad gallery.
Oh,
It may
man.
be an exciting twist in the ad gallery.
James said,
So
"How come
we'll
someone
see.
hasn't made Prophecy sleeping bags? Why weren't there Prophecy toys? It was a PG movie. I mean, there should have been."
Yeah, more. This deserved toys more than Alien did because
Yeah.
Alien was rated R.
This movie, I love the tagline, "The Monster Movie." They really hyped up this movie, especially the creatures, and the site was super clamped down so that no one could see what any of the creatures looked like.
Yeah. And surprise, surprise, another movie was released right around the same time and just kind of blew it out of the monster movie water.
Alien.
It may have been Alien, yeah.
But it was literally like, but there's a, John Frankenheimer's a huge director, and the cast is almost all A-list people. It's got Talia Shire, Armand Assante, Robert Foxworth, Richard Dysart, Kevin Peter Hall's the Bear, also the Predator, also Harry and the Hendersons, also the Without Warning creature, and from Pittsburgh.
Kevin Peter Hall.
Yeah. And from
somebody else played the Prophecy Bear too.
Oh, yeah?
There were two people that played the bear in Prophecy because I can't remember who the other one is. Nick Mancuso, not Nick Mancuso. No. The guy who is the voice of Billy, Robert Picardo, I think.
Oh, yeah.
There was somebody special in that bear costume.
Yeah.
Other than Kevin Peter Hall.
Yeah, and then also the scripts by David Seltzer, who wrote Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory script, and the Omen series. So it's got a, like, as I just
But
saw.
this was not a novel first. This was a screenplay
Yeah.
that he novelized. So
Yeah.
I did find an ad for the book when it came out. They were pimping it like I think maybe even a whole year before the film came out.
Oh
If
man.
not, it was like in early 79, and the film wasn't due out until summer. Isn't that crazy that they put the novelization tie-in first? Because
Yeah.
you would think like, oh, well, you don't want the whole audience to know exactly what's going to happen. Everybody that read the book would know.
Also, I wrote about this movie for the 1979 Driving Asylum yearbook. If
Hmm.
you'd like to check that out, Etsy operators are standing by right now, and by that I mean just type stuff in and you'll get it.
This is driving me crazy because I know I embarrassed myself by by saying both people, Nick Mancuso and Robert Picardo. Both of those have got to be wrong. Let's see.
What if I could just look that up for you in a couple seconds?
Well, I'm already trying.
Oh, okay. I'll just let you go then, and I'll vamp.
No, because my internet runs really slow whenever
Ah,
I'm doing the streaming.
well, let's see then. Well, let me
And
see.
IMDb has all this shit that it has to put. It's like,
Oh,
oh, we have to show you this. Oh, here's a video that's going to open up. Oh, it made the whole screen bigger. So you clicked in the wrong place. Ha! Now you're going to a place where you're going to have to look at ads. It's like,
according to
no.
Wikipedia, Kevin Peter Hall is the bear, and Frank Welker is the voice of the bear. If you got a movie with an animal in it, Frank Welker is going to be the voice of your animal. His credit, he must have 10,000 credits of being different animal creatures. So he's like the king of human to animal actors. There's probably a lot of animal
What a
actors
thing
that
to
are.
be known for.
There's probably a lot of animals that are like, I'm really upset about this representation. Cubby hates Frank Welker. He's like, he took a lot of jobs. Could have just got a dog. Instead, you got this guy in the booth talking. But yeah, he has over 860 film actors, and he's the third highest grossing actor of all time. It's $17.4 billion made from the movies made with Frank Welker in it. How about that?
At least I got Argo hot and bothered by dropping Picardo's name, even if it made no sense.
He's also Fred from the Scooby Doo. In case you wonder what Frank Welker's real voice sounds like,
Yeah.
or something his human voice. So that would be it. There's a lot of questions. People are really grilling you on. Do you like Prophecy Bear better than these people? There seems to be quite the.
Oh, sorry. I was looking up that IMDb page, so I missed that go by in the chat. Oh,
Yeah,
Prophecy Bear or Aldo Ray. Mike Justice, you know that whenever you put anybody opposite Aldo Ray,
yeah,
there aren't that many people I'm gonna choose over Aldo Ray. Definitely not Prophecy Bear. Prophecy Bear, first of all, Prophecy Bear is female, and
yeah,
that's really not my thing. But even so, she's
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
She's really mean. I can't deal with
You
that
couldn't
kind of
take Prophecy Bear to the club with you. Like
mm-mm.
Prophecy Bear get on the dance floor and kill like 15
That's the
people.
last place you wanna take Prophecy Bear because all Prophecy Bear is gonna do is get drunk, and then he's gonna be even worse than
Yeah,
he was when you took him in there, and surprise, surprise, no one else is gonna go home with him. You're gonna have to take him home, and you're gonna be
yeah.
stuck with him for the rest of the fucking night.
And the
So,
whole next
no,
day
don't.
he's going to be hungover and
Yes.
miserable.
Yes. In fact, just get Prophecy Bear out of your life.
Yeah.
Because all that's going to be down the road for him is a liver transplant and a really bad attitude. Just leave him. He's no good for you.
But you don't know him like I do. You don't you don't know what he's like at home.
I do.
Yeah. The other thing that's amazing
I
about this
don't
movie,
really. Okay.
in the biography of his life, John Frankenheimer, when they asked him like kind of where did things start going bad and where did alcohol and really kick in and did you stop caring about making movies? This is the exact movie that he picked was Prophecy. So know that going into it. Um, and that's before Island of Dr. Moreau. Man, tell you what, Aldo Ray or Ben Franklin, I think it's Aldo Ray on that one, right, Bill?
Yeah. Aldo Ray always. Ben Franklin? Come on. Um, Mr. Alphonse is not hot. He's really gross. And, he has a big pee stain on the front of his pants, never attractive. And his house is so full of cats, it's going to stink like piss. And he does too. And those
Also, with
eating habits too.
Ben Franklin, you're gonna have to go out in the yard and he's out there with a key and a kite You're like, what the
Yeah.
fuck are you doing? Lightning.
Come to bed.
Yeah, go to bed.
Come to bed, Ben
Yeah.
Franklin.
Yeah. You don't need to
I'm
be out
waiting
there
for
getting
you.
electrocuted to prove a point. You know?
Plus, Prophecy Bear has some major issues. Like, I don't expect people to be perfect, but like, Prophecy Bear has some major physical things going on there that are a little off-putting. Like, he's kind of inside out.
Yeah. You're gonna have to go to a lot of doctor's appointments and deal with a lot of stuff. And it's a lot to
Yeah.
deal with. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, you're inheriting a lot of baggage already, but just, I'd be
Yeah.
nervous around Prophecy Bear.
Prophecy Bear's a one-nighter, I think. You don't want him to get your
Definitely
number. Or her, either way.
change your number
Yeah.
after if you
Use
make
a
the mistake
burner.
of giving it. Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Just
even better.
yeah. Yeah,
Never
just give him a
tell
burner.
Prophecy Bear your home address. Give the address of somebody you really don't like.
Drop food off to Prophecy Bear's house and watch the paw get it through the door.
Run.
That's a joke for Bill.
Prophecy Bear has to go to bed. Prophecy Bear is studying to pass the bar, and he really doesn't have time to even open the door
Yeah.
for me.
Prophecy Bear's mother has died 3 times.
Like, just leave the food outside the door, and we'll have our first face-to-face meeting some other time
Yeah.
after you eat the meal you dropped off for me.
No, it never happened. He never met Prophecy Bear. Prophecy Bear was never met. But
Prophecy
anyway.
Bear, this was he was supposed to look very different.
Yeah.
In the original script, it's more like, there's this fantastic ad campaign that we're going to look at. I've already mentioned it twice without even showing it. That it's just this really weird looking thing. It's an embryo, but you can
Would
tell
it
that
look
when
like
this thing,
this, Bill?
yes, there we
Oh,
go.
Prophecy
I mean,
Bear.
come on. When that thing is not an embryo, it's going to be hideous. But that's not quite what Kata Dean looks like
No.
in the film.
I really wish I could
They
have sent
changed the
everybody
design.
I should have sent everybody the gummy bears that I made soaked in vodka. And every time someone said Prophecy Bear, you would have to eat it.
Mm.
Eat a gummy bear, and you'd probably be dead right now.
Prophecy Bear does listen to a lot of Melissa Etheridge. I can respect that. It's
Yeah.
Prophecy Bear's obsession with Avril Lavigne I have a problem with. It's just weird.
Yeah.
And she's
Prophecy
totally
Bear.
not cool.
This should be a new segment, a new third segment of what's the playlist of certain killers from movies.
Prophecy Bear is definitely into death metal.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. If you scored this movie, that would be what I would score with.
Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Death metal, Slayer, the kind of stuff.
Oh yeah,
Cannibal Corpse.
Cannibal Corpse is a wonderful addition to this movie. I'm obsessed by the idea that the lead singer of Cannibal Corpse, his name's Corpse Grinder, his hobby is going to crane machines. And if you go to his Instagram, it's just him winning stuffed animals from crane machines. This is a guy that sang I Come Blood and Hammer Smash Bass. But you know what? I think you need to have some hobbies.
I couldn't believe when I saw Cannibal Corpse live because I
Yeah.
don't know what I thought they looked like. I wasn't really that familiar with them, but I
Yeah.
remember all the t-shirts and I was like, that band's gotta be fucking weird and cool and everything. And I saw them and who they are, and I was like, they're really boring. And they like stood
Yeah.
on stage the whole time and swung their hair, which was really cool for like the first 2 numbers. And then like by the 5th or 6th one, you were like, okay, enough with the swinging hair, do something with it. But
Yeah.
the singer kind of like I guess our Prophecy Bear of the evening in Cannibal Corpse. He said something like he started a line and then he couldn't finish it. And he was like, if I don't hear you make some noise, I'm gonna tear your throat out with my fingernails. I was like, oh my God, this is their show.
I gotta tell you, as someone that's had to do stage banter, you feel really dumb doing it. I'm like, you know what?
Oh, I know.
I'm never gonna talk again. I'm just gonna.
I am not ripping on Cannibal Corpse, really.
I'm just gonna keep singing and not talk in between songs. That's what I learned. And you don't need that should be the name of my next band, Prophecy Bear. And then like people be like, "What? Where does that come from?"
Ah,
There you know.
well.
Let me know, or let Bill and I know in the chat if you have not seen Prophecy Bear before, so that we know who the Prophecy Bear virgins are, so we may send Katadine to your house.
Katadine is going to come tear your tent apart
He
if
is.
this is the first time you saw Prophecy. This was a PG rated movie.
I know.
And this is another one of those movies. I can't believe it was PG, but it was a major studio put this out, and they probably insisted that it be PG.
Like the kids want to see the killer mutant bear.
Sure.
This is a movie for the children, and it's a message picture, and they were like, okay, sure, you got it. Prophecy Bear, Bare. Good job, Beth. That's the porn version of this.
Yeah. Prophecy Bear 2. What was 2? Somebody mentioned 2 somewhere.
To the Triple X film.
No, those are exclamation points.
Oh, okay. I burned my glasses.
It's so small. The text is so small. I really have to get readers.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I should get the drink segment queued up. It seems like I started it already, doesn't it?
This drink segment has some homework to it, but it's got a lot of stuff in it. I can tell you, Bill, this week's drinks, no hype. My 2 favorite drinks that I've made in a long time.
I knew you were going to say that, and I didn't actually make the drink, and I'm kicking myself. I when I saw it earlier in the week, I was like, ooh, there's preparation. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get gummy bears and make it. And then, all of a sudden here it is Saturday, and I didn't do it.
I will tell you, I know
suck.
The drive-in's coming in September. This drink may be repurposed for Grizzly. For the drive-in, because it feels like it's going to work for it.
I think that sounds like an excellent idea.
Yeah.
In fact, I wish you had actually just brought one to my house before the show. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, I'll be like a little drink fairy and bring it over.
And I'm going to be a drink fairy and drink it. All right.
Oh, there's 2 of me.
Yeah, no, there's 2. Now there's just going to be 1. And here's Robot Sam.
Hey, this movie is about a mutant bear. And the first time I saw it as a kid, I only saw the last 10 minutes of it. And imagine, you'll see it tonight. When you see the last thing in the movie, that's the first thing I saw. And I was about 8 years old, and it scarred me for like weeks. I couldn't sleep for like weeks. So...
And now your shirt's asleep.
Yeah, now my shirt's asleep. So now, in the spirit of that, we're going to make this drink. Pretty simple. We're going to go with 1.5 ounces of pineapple vodka. Didn't have pineapple vodka, so we're going with mango pineapple. It'll be fun. 1 ounce of rum. Let's go with Malibu. Let's make this so sweet we all get diabetes. We're going to do 2 ounces of pineapple juice, 4 ounces of Hawaiian Punch. This is a $3 thing of Hawaiian Punch. Hawaiian Punch supply versus demand ratio, like, soda, like a small bottle of soda is like $3 now. Hawaiian Punch is like, you know what, we got to get rid of this stuff. Let's just give them an oil tanker truck for $10. And then this is something we did earlier. We did this yesterday. You put some gummy bears into the vodka, and these have been soaking for a little over 24 hours. Then I put them in the fridge. So these will be kind of used along with the ice cubes. The other trick for this one is there's going to be crushed ice in this, but then there's also
big
some
ice.
Big ice. Those are your agitator cubes, so that it moves, because just crushed ice won't shake as well and it won't get as cold. Anyway, now that we've dispensed with all those things, let's make a drink. All right, super easy. You guys know how to pour drinks, but let's do them slow. We're gonna do 1.5 ounces of the vodka, 1 ounce of the rum, a total of 6 ounces when we combine the Hawaiian Punch and the pineapple juice. We're going to put the top on. Most important, especially when your wife is filming. Make sure that you have a solid seal.
I don't know why I like to use stuff that's red. Why can't we use clear liquid?
Maybe we can build a nice drink screen. All right. Boy, that is super cool quick.
Why is it buzzing?
Because it's filled with mutated bears. Or it will be soon enough. All right. Let's
Our
let
little
some-
bears are gonna go swimming.
Yeah, let's go. That's what noise they make. Like, no. Oh, let's destroy the oil industry. Oh, we're bears. Let's protect Native American land. Oh.
You putting them all in?
Yeah. We're going for it. This is a one drink drunk. Drink, drunk, drink, drink, drunk. Anyway. You can do this at any time. If you just want these for your own. You know what I mean?
Snack.
Just for snacking. Look how cool those look on the bottom there. There's a whole bunch of bears waiting there to attack me in their horrible grip. What are you doing, bears? Anyway, most important of a drink, what's it taste like? Not just what it looks like. Mutant bear catahine, the gummy catahine. Let's enjoy prophecy. Let's enjoy this drink. Pazuzu. Let's watch a movie.
Enjoy this drink. Enjoy this drink. And it is a drink. Pazuzu.
Pazuzu. Dan asked me on the YouTube page this week, where do you come up with the ideas for these drinks? Sometimes it's the name of the drink. Sometimes it's like, I was like, well, what could I make something that has gummy bears in it? And what could I make to give the really, because I have a diabetes test coming up that I have to do every year, my, your bio test. What can I do to push myself over the edge? And so this was, I followed Dustin's advice here. But this is the sweet and dangerous because it's got a lot of booze in it too. I poured the rest of all that vodka in it too. So it probably has about 7 ounces of vodka in it. And it's a 21-ounce drink. So that's the right ratio. Anyway.
Cheers.
What are you drinking?
Just a bunch of shit in a cocktail shaker.
Oh, nice.
Although I have to say, even though I'm not on brand, sadly, I was pouring Malibu into my shaker at the moment you brought up Malibu and how it was going to give us diabetes. So
yeah,
thanks.
It's not just a great Billy Corgan written song. It's also a great rum.
No, but it's vodka, Midori, Malibu, orange juice, and pineapple juice.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta tell you, I really like Malibu, and if that makes me girl drink drunk, to quote Kids in the Hall, then whatever. I like Malibu tastes like suntan lotion, and that's why I like it.
Liquid suntan lotion.
Yeah, like liquid suntan lotion.
Say it. Say liquid suntan lotion.
Liquid suntan lotion.
For Christ's sakes, model. Let's look at some ads for Prophecy, shall we?
Let's do it.
Because this is a special film, okay?
Yeah.
You have to respect Prophecy because this was from the summer of 79.
Yeah.
I feel a religious experience every time I say it. But this was really a special time. I was 9 years old. I guess like if you were around 9 years old at the time, you would have thought it was special too.
Oh yeah.
There were so many
had not
monster
been any
movies.
new monsters in a long time, especially if you were reading famous monsters and stuff. So the idea that this could be the Incredible Melting Man was in the same theory that like, oh, this is the new monster the kids are going to get into.
I was always skeptical. I was such a cynic, even at 9 years old. I was like, this movie's not going to be any good. I was like, oh, it looks dumb. But yet I was obsessed with it. And I watched it every single day, the ads. And, when I did see it, I was a little underwhelmed. I did not see it theatrically, even though I could have because it was PG.
I saw it on HBO.
Yeah, that's where I saw it too.
I like this ad because it's like very much like you're fucked. That's what they should have been the tagline for this movie. Like, she lives. All right, well, don't move, don't breathe. There's nowhere to run. She's going to find you. I'm like, well, then why can't I just move and breathe then? 'Cause she's
Yeah.
gonna find me,
She'll
right? Like,
find you no matter what.
yeah,
She will find your ass. You can
yeah,
be fast. You can get on a raft and scoot down the river. Somehow she gets there before you do.
yeah.
You know?
This ad looks like those Madball toys that came out in the 80s. Like those baseballs that had like skulls on them and stuff like that. This is very much that look.
I think she teleports, actually.
Ah,
It's my theory about prophecy. Not only has the flora and fauna mutated, but this bear can now teleport. And this is not the only monster in the movie. We said there's also a giant fish.
yeah, which is creepy.
I feel like there's something else too that we're not remembering, a giant monster
There's
part.
like eggs that are messed up. Like everything, the water is even ruined. Like we've done wrong things to everything in this movie.
Yeah, I mean the really upsetting part is that other than the monsters, this movie is total fact.
Yeah,
And
like mercury poisoning in the water. Like, yeah, that's not true. Yeah,
yes, it is true.
yeah,
And it just, it didn't make any cool monster bears or anything. It just fucked up a lot of people's lives and killed them. This
yeah.
was the message of prophecy, even though, it was dressed up in this spooky. This was very topical. Eco horror was a huge subgenre in horror films, especially.
79 really feels like the end of the world, doesn't it? Like I know things are pretty fucked up now, but like in 79 it felt really like things were falling apart. You had 3 Mile Island happening around then,
Yeah.
the, hostage situation and, fuel was being held back. There was so much pollution, Love Island.
Oh, yeah, all those lines at the gas pumps and everything. I mean, you could only buy gas on certain days, like an odd or an even day.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so 79 was a rough time. So this movie came out at the right time. At the rough time.
Yeah, it was just sort of like always there, and there was always this message underneath everything in the late 70s about how we were damaging the environment. And it was so in certain places, depending on where you live, like if you lived in this area where it really did happen in Maine, you would know that this was real. You wouldn't have to
And
see it in
luckily
a movie,
everybody
but like
listened and
people in middle America didn't know this. There were parts of America where they just had no concept of what it would mean to have, indigenous people who have lived on this land for hundreds of years. And like now all of a sudden, like there's this plant and it totally is fucking them up and making them sick. It was just really upsetting, even without the monsters.
yeah, and the good thing is everybody listened, and now all these problems have been taken care of, and the sky's really
Right.
clear, and
Yeah.
so it's really worked out.
Everything's great.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to continue.
Oh, I was like, okay, but yeah, I was just a dramatic pause, so everybody would be like, oh wait, yeah.
We're
Anywho.
killing Noel's buzz.
All right, let's keep the buzz going. Let's look at.
I
some ads.
spilled something. That's why I'm trying to get it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep it going.
No, I'm
I
back.
love the artwork here, especially because it looks very nascent bear creature. Like it's just out of its amniotic sac. And that's the scary part to me. It's like you don't get this. Like that's one of the things I do to freak myself out. I like to look at newborn apex predators, and they're really frightening looking.
This image was also very similar to the ad campaign for Alien.
Yeah.
And you wonder if somebody got a look at someone else's homework, because both of those movies came out right at the same time. It was June.
Yeah.
Well, I think like May, June. Some places Alien was in May, I think. But regardless, I mean, Alien was enormous.
I'd say Alien got the better tagline.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Although this is pretty spooky. I like this.
It's spooky. It's a little long, but it's like, yeah.
There's a commitment to this tagline, and
Yeah.
I respect that. Look at some of the contemporaries.
Oh. Oh my God.
Is this enough to blow your mind?
I mean, what would
I
you
mean,
go
players, for God's sake.
see? Yeah. Players only love you when you're playing.
Are you quoting Stevie Nicks to me?
I am quoting Stevie Nicks.
This could be interpreted as some kind of. Are you making a pass at me, Mrs. Blaylock? Medium.
I call this theater 3 P's and a D. Players, Phantasm, Prophecy, and Dawn of the Dead. I mean, what choices you had at the Cinema City that day.
If only it had been called Pawn of the Dead,
Oh,
they could have completed the effect.
yeah, it would have been set. Man. I love that Zipatone background on this. The pattern. It's lovely.
Oh, you know I've used that.
Yes.
You may have seen that in Drive-In Asylum.
Oh, from the woods of Maine.
Yeah, this is from Bangor, Maine.
Oh my God. I love that, and I love that Citizen Band played with this. Those are two completely 1979 movies.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Oh,
I swear to God. Now there is a drive-in that's advertised in the Bangor paper. It was actually about an hour away from Bangor, actually.
wow.
It was called the Katadine Drive-In.
Oh my God.
That's really the name. And I swear to God, when I first saw there was a Katadine Drive-In, the first thing I did was try and figure out if Prophecy ever played there. And I
Oh.
swear, as sure as I sit here, I found an ad, and I was like, "Oh my God, it did!" And that's what made
Yeah.
me decide to do the series in Bangor. Well, I finally got to 79, and I couldn't find that ad again. I didn't clip it the first time I saw it. I know I saw that fucking ad. I can't find it to save my life. But they
I got to
actually
tell you, I was thinking about the ads this week, Bill, and out loud I said to myself, is it too soon to talk about 1972?
Did you say, was that because someone was commenting on it on the page? Did you
No,
see
just like
that?
I just said it to myself while I was cutting grass the other day. Like I
Somebody
just
actually asked me about that. They were like, "What does that mean?" There was like some discussion on the page, and I said, "I think it was just a reference to Last House on the Left."
yeah.
Like, is it too
It's my
soon?
favorite tagline now because it's so nonsensical.
Is it too soon to talk about 72?
Also, I was born in 72, so it makes me laugh. I also love that this makes Halloween's tagline look like it's He Came Home for Halloween instead of Halloween is the actual name of the movie.
Jeffrey said he'd drive an hour to Bangor.
Oh, two chillers for the stout-hearted.
Yeah, if your heart is stout, you should probably see a doctor about that.
Yeah. See these movies and then Monday go to the doctor.
Sound on your AM radio.
Oh
Talk
my
about
God.
talk about eco horror.
PG eco horror at that.
That's right.
Nightwing.
Another Native American sort of tale in Nightwing.
Can we talk about how great the W in Nightwing is? Like that font is fucking amazing. That whole font's amazing.
This ad campaign is amazing.
Yeah, it's way better than the movie.
Oh, absolutely. This campaign promises a movie that they never deliver.
Yeah. You're like, when I think about Nightwing, I think it's going to be the Bat people with more fucking craziness.
Yeah, it should have been.
It should have been, and it's not. I would argue the Bat people is better than Nightwing.
Oh, I would totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Even though there was like, thousands more dollars in Nightwing.
Oh, Nightwing had the budget of, the craft services for Nightwing equaled, you know what I mean? What Bat people spent on the entire movie and advertising.
Prophecy is just a little embryo here.
Yeah.
Down in the corner.
It's like the sticker you get out of the machine for Prophecy to the right there.
Oh, I wish I had something like that to show on the program. Look, here it is in the UK.
I love the Monster Born of an Animal line.
Yeah.
This ad, you're right. This and Aliens look so much alike. Oh. I'll see you on Shaftesbury Avenue where we'll go see Prophecy on Thursday.
Oh, will you take the tube?
Yeah.
Are you going to take a tube?
I might take the double decker.
I'm going to call a cab. I just love this.
Oh, the Kontiki.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Kontiki is the greatest.
The Kontiki got the shit. That was in Honolulu, baby.
Oh man, I bet it was really nice there. You'd be like probably like on the beach watching Prophecy. Come on.
Oh, you know there was like some tacky like fake palm trees and stuff in there.
Oh, I can't imagine.
I live for that kind of shit.
What if all the speakers were just coconuts, like Flintstone style,
Mm. Oh my
right?
God, could you imagine?
Seashells, like a big conch shell that the speaker played on. Oh, oh wow, this is another great double feature.
Yeah, no, this double feature actually was kind of a thing. It must have been
Yeah,
put together by the same studio.
Escape from Alcatraz
Paramount.
feels like another HBO kind of movie too that was on HBO a lot.
I saw Escape from Alcatraz in a theater.
Oh wow,
It might have been at the drive-in, but it definitely was not with Prophecy.
I like the electric people heaters. That's pretty sweet.
People, there's a Sheb Woolley song in there somewhere.
Oh wow, what is Hell House Girl?
I was hoping you would ask me that, Sam Panico. It's the School for Unclaimed Girls,
Ah,
if you can believe it.
speaking of the Bat People,
Yeah,
this
how
is a
about
Bill.
it?
That is a Bill double feature if you've ever seen it.
I could just
Prophecy
faint when I see this.
in the Bat People. By the way, Bat People's gonna be on the site next week, Bill, as part of the CBS late movie lineup.
Shut up. Oh my
Yes,
God.
I wrote a new write up on Bat People and mentioned you in it.
Oh, you did?
Yes,
Aw, thank you.
yeah.
I
I
can't wait
love
to
the,
read it.
the end of Bat People. It has a happy ending where she comes back to Carlsbad Caverns and says, "I'm just gonna live with my husband in this cave and be a bat with him."
That's the beautiful ending of the
Yeah,
Bad People.
yeah. It's wonderful. It's not
They
a spoiler.
never
Everybody here
separate
should
it.
have watched it.
Oh yeah, you should.
Yeah,
You definitely should know the ending of the Bad People by now.
yeah,
It's a beautiful story. The worst thing in the world for both of them was that they would not be able to be together.
yeah.
And at the end of the movie, they were able to be together.
In the caves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Whoa, lipstick? Oh my god, yes.
Obviously, from 1980, Prophecy was shopped around as a second feature to Friday the 13th.
Honestly, as much as I would like lipstick to be first, this is the right order of these movies.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that's how they were played, though.
Oh wow, okay.
Sometimes they put the most popular movie last so they could make sure everybody stayed.
Yeah. I love lipstick the most because it posits that a synth creating aberrant synth creating school teacher is a monster. His music is fucking amazing and horrifying at the same time. In that movie, and he forces her to be uh, assaulted while listening to his demo tape. What's
It's
she
like
gonna do with his tape?
it's like
She's
Prince.
a she's a model. Like, what's she gonna do with his tape?
It's like Prince.
Yeah,
The
I know
story
that
no one
David out in
ever.
the chat enjoys lipstick as much as I do, and the idea that the music is about what it's all about. Oh,
This was just so beautiful. I had to
yeah. I
show
mean,
it.
this feels homespun. Like you're gonna get like it's like a quilt, like a prophecy quilt. I also like that part of it is pen and ink, and then the middle of it is like the actual photo.
Yeah, this is like a strange phenomenon in some of the newspaper archives online. Like there are these squares of. I just imagine it's some sort of scanning aberration.
Well, I will say a lot of old print when you ran print in old newspapers, you had to pull what was called a chromolith or an amber. They were literally like dot matrix patterns you had to pull with photos, and sometimes they came out like photos, and sometimes they came out like blobs. And that's what I think happened here. Because I used to have to go to the only place in Pittsburgh that was open until like 96 or 97 and get these pulled for all our newspaper ads. The agency did. So that's kind of what leads me to believe it is how blobbed out the name of the movie gets in this.
Yeah, it's just like it's like hyper contrast.
And this is in Beaver Falls. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 843 number. That is Beaver Falls. Holy shit.
These were chosen for you, Sam Panic.
Yeah.
Well, those ones
Man.
were. Here's another beautiful example of our egg-themed You know who other movies in '79 did this too? The Brood had a campaign
Yeah.
just like this that was a monster in an embryonic sac.
This
and
well,
there-
this one, Bill, feels like something you would design, especially with it breaking the sack, breaking the border, and then the border having
Ooh,
that like 20% dot matrix pattern. This is very
you
and
know
the
that turns me on.
she will find you as a better tagline than the full tagline.
Yeah,
Like yeah. It's like, wow, okay, good. I'm ready to see it. That's all I need.
she will kill. She is prophecy bear.
Yeah. Oh, oh my god, that Orca logo. Jesus Christ. Oh. Two eco horror PG movies.
Yep,
Cubby, you know it. He loves Orca.
Cubby's
He,
into it.
he's like, once they wash that baby off the boat, he's like, I'm
Oh,
totally
oh,
into
I
this.
hate that scene.
Oh, and that noise. Oh, come on.
Orca had every right to take revenge
Orca is
after
the
that.
hero of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, I've seen Bo
Fuck Richard
Derek's
Harris.
filmography bite her other leg off. Orca.
Fuck Charlotte Rampling too.
Yeah,
She should have known better than to be mixed up with an asshole like
yeah.
that.
Fucking Orca. Love it. Oh my god, the South Park always brings it.
Let's hear it for Kentucky.
Right?
This is
Invasion of the Body
Louisville.
Snatchers. Another PG shocker. And how is 70s Invasion of the Body Snatchers PG? I ask you. That's one of the most frightening movies ever. And Crater Lake Monster.
Yeah, the thing about Invasion of the Body Snatchers that shocks me that it's PG is when Donald Sutherland breaks open his clone's head
Oh,
with a garden hoe.
and the dog with the human face. I mean, how does that not get you an R?
They can get away with that because it wasn't a human being that was destroyed like that. It was an alien pod, you
I don't know,
see.
that movie is
So
so
you can
dark.
show Donald Sutherland getting his head broken open with a hoe.
Oh. David says he's never watching Orca, so I think we're gonna have to show Orca now.
Oh,
And
David, I can't believe you haven't seen Orca. Yeah, it's pretty shocking.
yeah, it's
You
a
know,
rough
you might wonder how a mammal that lives in the ocean could stalk a human being who is on land, but Orca will teach you.
yeah.
The Crater Lake Monster, we can't not talk about that. It's the
No.
elephant in the room. I'm going to address it. I'm just going to go there. The kids
Oh,
don't want to go there, but we're going to talk about it, damn it.
yeah.
Crater Lake Monster, fucking amazing. A third feature on this amazing lineup.
Do you think it played first in this lineup?
I don't know.
I probably would go one. I would probably go 3, 2, 1 as my lineup because you can't end with Body Snatchers because everybody's gonna go home just shocked.
Yeah, you know what though? Body Snatchers is so hard to stay awake through.
Yeah, but it picks
Ironically.
up, the last like 30 minutes of it are great.
Oh, I know. I mean, like I'm so familiar with it. There is a really long period there where there's not a lot of dialogue when Donald Sutherland is on the run, and that
Yeah.
whole like thing in the pod factory and everything. At the
Yeah.
drive-in, like you could fall asleep.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Here's Pittsburgh.
yeah,
Represent
man.
Fulton downtown got prophecy.
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
man. Cheswick Quad got it.
I know it. I remember driving past the Cheswick and seeing prophecy up on the
You're like,
marquee.
"Fucking will nobody take me to see
Nobody would.
Prophecy
I
Bear?"
knew better than to even ask.
Yeah.
I
All
should
I
have
know
just.
is my dad turned on the end of this, and the end of it happened, which you'll see tonight. And my mom said, "Why did you make the children watch this?" And he was
You
like,
were
"I
really
didn't know this was
scarred by
gonna
this
happen."
ending.
Yeah, I was scarred. Oh, oh boy. Wow, Bloodline. Come on.
These were the serious movies, the ones that were at the showcase, right?
Yeah. I love the look of the showcase ads too. They're so clean. Oh, main
This was
event.
unique to the showcase. All their
Yeah.
ads were like this.
Yeah, they were, and like they made it seem like that's why when I went to the anytime I went to the showcase, I felt like I was really going to a movie house. Like I was going to a big thing, you know?
Shout out for the main event from Beth.
Yeah.
Like
That's a poster that I will never forget, too.
come on and fight, 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 fight. I'm
Because as a
listening
kid,
to
I'm like, oh my god, Chris Christopherson's gonna knock Barbara Streisand the fuck out.
the Yeah,
Who doesn't want to see that, right?
it was a little shocking.
Yeah,
Violence depicted right there in a romantic comedy.
that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see that kind of. I was a weird kid.
Was.
Yeah, I mean, oh
Here's a drive-in panel.
yes. Let's see. Avalanche Express and the Fury. Oh my god, what a night! Oh, Radley Metzger playing at the Colonial with Intimate Playmates.
Oh, honestly, I have no idea why we're looking at this because there's Prophecy. That's why we're looking at this.
Yeah,
With Escape from Alcatraz at the Blue Dell. This was the first time. This was October of
yeah.
1979, I think. And this was the first time that it ever appeared at the drive-in. It did not play any drive-ins in the summertime of
How much
79.
that clip art? How warm does that make your heart?
Oh, I know.
Oh,
I mean, this was already antique by the time we were kids, but
yeah, but it's like Fred Flintstone driving with a giant piece of meat on top of his car.
hmm
Oh,
timeless.
yeah. Oh
Okay,
boy,
an
that feels
unmarried
like the
woman.
line that whenever you get to the Riverside, we're like, hey, we're not taking tickets till 8 o'clock. This is the line that builds up. Oh, whoa! Up in Smoke and Prophecy. I'm 100% into that double feature.
This and now all of a sudden it's rated R.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's
Whoa!
not.
Cinderella 2000 playing in the drive-in.
The Boob Tube.
And the
The
Boob
great-
Tube's the one
that's-
they grabbed. Winter Kills and Golden Girls a great double feature too. I love that.
The Boob Tube was one of my favorite ads. They would show
Oh,
it in
yeah.
the paper. It's just like the woman's boobs were on a TV or something like that.
But let's
Boob Tube.
restart the Tri-State Drivers Drive-In Theater Association just with us. It'll just be the only members.
And what will we do?
Just do the show. But we're just part of it. Just put the logo in every ad for the show now.
Okay, this is when it did play with Friday the 13th as a co-feature, and this was 1980. There it is at the Gateway Drive-In in New Kensington.
Oh my god. I'm trying to see. There are so many of these that I would go see.
I know Stunt Rock is jumping out at me.
Like Stunt Rock and Jaws of Death is like holy shit. Stunt Rock and Breaker, Chuck Norris's first movie, pretty fucking rad too. And then oh my god, Every Which Way But Loose and Legacy. What? How?
That was like a certain kind of guy
Yeah,
double feature there, like Eastwood and Sam Elliott.
yeah. That's a little like rough trade double feature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm glad you said it because I didn't want to.
I'm open minded.
Friday the
Cubby's like, I'll go
13th.
see it.
Friday the 13th is really a very strange co-feature for this, but not really. I mean, it's set in the wood. They're both set
Yeah,
in the
the
woods.
woods.
There's a decapitation in both of them.
Yeah. I glad Mike said it. He's going to the Rose and Norma Ray, and he's going to bring a lunch in a basket and everything, and some cheeses.
Wait, I forgot. I didn't see that one. The
He said he's
Rose
going to
and
the Norma
oh, there
Ray
it
and
is.
Rose.
The Mount Lebanon.
I like that. That's like, hey, the problems of women. Mount Lebanon #1's like, we got that over here, but for the guys, we got the opening of Misty Beethoven,
The Budding of Brie.
the movie that uses the song from what do you call it? No, that's Barbara Broadcast. Never mind. Uses the People's Court music.
The
How would I
Budding
know
of
that? How
Brie
would I know
sounds
that
like
that
Merchant
well?
Ivory.
Yeah. Yeah, some Norma Ray. Oh,
Silent Night, Bloody Night
yeah.
with Friday the 13th at the South Hills. That's a really great double feature. I'd love to see that.
I mean, literally, this is what we could have been doing in Pittsburgh back in the, except we were 7 or 8, if we could have driven. If I could have drove as a kid, as an 8-year-old, I would have been at the opening of Misty Beethoven, and I would have been thrown out. I would have got a couple kids, and we would have all worn a trench coat and we would have sat on each other's shoulders and drove the car.
Maybe they let you pull in one of those electric cars.
Oh
The
yeah.
with little trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have one of
Oh, like
those?
a little Tykes kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like you plugged it
Power
in
wheel.
and it would only run for maybe like 20 minutes.
So when I worked at Toys R Us, I used to have to build those, Bill. And someone dared me once to drive one down an elevator shaft and drop about 20 feet in one. And I did.
And of course you did.
Yeah,
Of course
I
you did.
I really fucked myself up doing it too.
Oh, Argo came up with another good connection. They're both about angry mothers.
Oh, yes.
How could we miss that one? Oh, what monster could have done this? What if Constantine said that?
What if you should do like a cut of it where we cut to it and it goes to a roar and then just the closed caption says, "Oh, what monster could have done?"
like this bear comes to Sally's rescue,
Yeah.
Alice's rescue.
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, I'm Kata Dean, an old friend of the Christies." Oh, what monster could have done this?
Oh, they keep opening this place.
It's just this place.
Oh, what prophecy bear could have done this. Oh,
Prophecy bear. Oh, wow. Okay. I think we should probably reel it in and go to the first feature, don't you?
hold on, let me grab the prophecy bear. Hold on, I'll show you.
Oh, okay. Hey, Andy. Hey, Andy. Andy has some good camera time here.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
He's been working on his impression all week of the prophecy bear from the poster. Are you ready? There he is. Oh, you did
I
it,
think
buddy.
I think it's pretty convincing.
Yeah, I mean it is terrifying.
Just
His
imagine
breath
what
is-
he'll do when he's full grown.
Yeah, well, this is it. He's 11. I think he hit it. I have to tell you one last thing for the movie, Bill. Do you know about Armand Desante and me?
No, please.
So Chris Erickson, who's sometimes in the chat, and I, one of our friends, as you know, Bill, Andy, likes to always know what we're up to and ask us questions like, "What's that mean?" So for years, every once in a while, Chris and I will post pictures of Armand Desante on Facebook with no reason, and just for like 2 or 3 days in a row, we'll post like 20 or 30 pictures of him until Andy texts us and be like, "Why are all the pictures of Armand Desante in your guys' social media?" And we go, "Oh, we just like him a lot." So every once in a while, it'll just randomly happen where there's a lot of pictures of Armand Desante. Now you know if you ever see me posting him, I'm just fucking with somebody.
Man, you go deep inside somebody's head.
We
That's
made
like a
whole website about
screwdriver
this
in Dawn of the
person, Bill.
Dead.
Yeah. And these are people I'm friends with. Imagine the torture that people that I'm not friends with get. I just ignore
You've
it.
been doing it to me all these years, haven't you?
No, you're one of my favorite people. You never get any of this.
You say that, Sam Panico, but this whole show format has just been to embarrass me and just watch me get drunk on camera.
You're one of the few people that I don't fuck with and I'm mean to. Like I'm generally pretty grumpy with everybody, and you never get it.
It's okay. I have a sense of self-deprecating humor.
Oh, I love it. Hey, next week teaser for next week's movies.
Oh, so early in the show? This is the first segment.
A slate tease. The first movie
Yes.
was almost a toy tie-in and was decided not to be. And it might be the latest, the most modern movie we've ever shown on the show. And it would have been even more modern, but Bill and I were like, no, we're not playing anything from
Nothing too recent.
Yeah, it was in this century, and we were like, no, we're not
no.
in this millennium. We're like, no, you don't. We can't do that. And the second movie, let me think of a good one. Has one of Italian film lovers' least favorite people in it. That's probably tell you what it is.
Oh,
So,
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to say, yeah, that person is way up there.
Yeah, he's way up there. People don't like him. I love him. I defend him a lot. It is him. I defend him a lot, but you'll see. Anyways,
I
Prophecy
was
Bear
trying
is,
to be discreet, but you went there with
I
gendering
was.
him.
Yeah, he identifies as young boy. Anyway,
Very, he's very, very annoying.
yes,
Let's just say that.
yeah. Anywho, here we go with the next move with Prophecy Bear is in your house. You're gonna have to confront him, her, it.
Yes, she will find you. Don't even try and hide
Don't
because
breathe.
it's just not going to work. Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to move or breathe for the next hour and a half till we come back.
The link is on Groovy Doom, by the way. I made a
Yeah.
nice, neat little post with both of the links. I'm going to warn you guys first. Oh, before we go to the movie, I forgot to say this. The sound quality on Prophecy is kind of tinny. It's not 100% of a beautiful digital copy. And for some reason, it's not on Tubi. So we're kind of stuck with watching it like this, unless you own it on Blu-ray or DVD or something, a beautiful Scream Factory Blu-ray, um, or you could go, I don't know, rent it on YouTube or something. It's like $3. But anyway, the video that I linked to is free on YouTube, and the sound's a little tinny. Deal with it. I watched it. I watched the whole thing like that, so it's not that terrible.
Yeah.
And come back. Make sure you come back afterwards. And are we going to have more to say about Prophecy?
I think we will when we come back. I'm excited. It seems like there's a lot of first time Prophecy watchers here. So
Yeah.
that's good.
Oh, Armando Sante's wife in this movie is Victoria Racimo,
Oh,
who was in The Magic Garden of Stanley Sweetheart with Linda
yeah.
Gillen, Don Johnson, and Michael Greer.
Mm.
She has a beautiful role in Stanley Sweetheart. I think she's one of the best players in that movie, actually. She's just like this beautiful sort of like hippie-ish bohemian type exotic looking woman, and in Prophecy she's like, you know, Armand Asante's fake Native American wife, and
You know
like
what?
they
There is a precedent for speaking as an Italian American for Italians playing Indians because most pro wrestling Native Americans, spoiler, were mostly Italians. Chief J Strongbow is real name Joe Scarpa. Yeah, it happened a lot. Or they were Middle Eastern people playing Native Americans. So that happens a lot. General Adnan, who managed Sergeant Slaughter, was Billy White Wolf earlier in his career, a Native American wrestler. So, you know, if you think things are bad now, you should have been around in the 70s where people were, hey, oh, you have a dark complexion, you're the Native American in this movie.
that was definitely what was going on with Armand Asante in this film.
Yeah.
But anyway, we hope you enjoy it. Make sure you come back afterwards, and we'll have lots more. And we'll talk about our second movie.